What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be discussing the top 2 sign-up bonuses in Canada at the moment during the pandemic for credit cards. And the big question, should you get these cards now? Should you get one or both of them? Should you get them now or later? What are the alternatives? For those that are new, my name is Tony, and on this channel, we talk about personal finance, sales, and entrepreneurship 2 to 3 times a week. And these two cards are very familiar and close to me because exactly 1 year ago, I was doing some massive research on these cards. And in fact, I was considering what card I should get for myself with American Express. I ended up going for the Business Platinum at the time because it seemed like the best option. And doing those research, I also discovered these two cards over here. To save you the pain of going through all your documents and multiple blog posts, I have made this easy to digest video just for you guys so you can sit back, relax. But wait, make sure you smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm so YouTube can show this video to more lovely people like yourself, and also make sure to subscribe and hit the bell notification to see more videos like this one uploading 2 to 3 times a week. There is actually a reason I'm filming this particular video right now in this moment. Because of what is happening around the globe, there has been some massive decreases in sign-up bonuses, and the personal and business platinum card recently is a big example of this. So why American Express over these other cards, like these co-branded cards like Aeroplan, British Airways, Alaska Miles, and so on? Why American Express? Well, this is because this is by far the best point currency in Canada, as you can pretty much transfer these point currencies to anything under the sun. This is very valuable in today's economy because the last thing I want to see is you guys earning a bunch of points with one particular airline or hotel program and then seeing that airline or hotel program going bankrupt, or maybe the points getting devalued. This may seem unlikely for some of you that these big corporations may go bankrupt, but I just wanted to share some data points with you that happened in the industry over the last couple of months. In April, we saw that Hilton sold $1 billion worth of points to American Express. What do you think will happen to the value of the points? The only logical answer is it would get devalued. To dive deeper, Warren Buffett, the man that believes to buy and hold regardless of the market conditions, sold all of his US airline stocks at a massive loss. He said that the airline industry as a whole won't be the same as before. So my interpretation is this: sure, the airline industry will come back, however, it's not guaranteed that it's going to be the same companies running the industry. Also, at the same time, the companies that do survive, they're going to end up with lots and lots of debt because right now they're burning through cash, and with all that debt, they're going to take years to pay off, and in the process hurting their cash flow. On top of that, we've seen some massive hits towards the travel industry. For example, we've seen that Aeroplan did a massive point sell-off just a month ago. We've seen that British Airways just a few days ago, actually, I saw an article where they're selling multi-million-dollar art pieces that I guess it was their collection, and now they're selling it for cash. And we also saw that one of the biggest rental car companies, Hertz, just filed Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Not to mention some other airlines also filing bankruptcy as well, and also they're also getting that big lawsuit with everyone where they're not refunding these tickets that on the flights they cancel, which personally I'm also stuck with some of these ticket vouchers myself. So why am I telling you this? Well, if you're holding some point currencies with the airline or a loyalty program and they happen to go bankrupt, or because of trying to increase their cash flow, they're selling a bunch of points, which results in devaluation of your points that directly affects you as a traveler. So my main point is this: don't put all your eggs in one basket, and these MR points are very good because just in case one loyalty program goes out of business or gets massively devalued, I don't have to transfer my points to that program. I can transfer it to 10 other programs. Now, I know what you're all thinking. I don't think Amex is gonna go bankrupt. In fact, the chances of that happening is very unlikely. They're one of the 30 components of the Dow Jones Industrial Average, and I can list a bunch of other reasons, but this is not an investment video. And I'm not saying your point currency is gonna get devalued. It is a possibility. I just want to bring this to your attention because during a time like this where you have a choice of just putting your eggs in one basket or diversifying, I would rather diversify to lower my risk as a traveler. Now that we understand why MR points are so valuable, these two gold cards are the best ways to earn MR points at this moment, followed by the nerfs of the platinum cards. Now the value of each MR point really depends on how you redeem them, but personally I wouldn't redeem them for less than 2 cents per point, so just keep that number in the back of your head when we go through the earnings. The business version gives you 40,000 MR points with the requirement of you spending $5,000 in the first 3 months, with that being doubled to 6 months to help people hitting that spend requirement during the pandemic. And this applies to you if you got your card sometime in January until the end of this month of June 2020. And same with the gold card, the requirement is also 6 months, but is slightly lower, actually quite a bit lower at $1,500 in the first 3 or 6 months if you get it this month. And your sign-up bonus is going to be 25,000 points. This is typical in the credit card world because as a business credit card, you will have higher earnings along with higher spending requirements. It only makes sense. So basically, if you do the 2 cents per point ratio, all those points are going to be worth $800, and with the annual fee being $250, after your minimum spend, you're going to be ended up with $550 net in value for the business version. And for the personal version, a $500 worth of value of points, and with the $150 annual fee, you're going to be netting $350 in value for the sign-up bonus alone for the personal version. Personal version will be a winner if you don't have any spins coming up or some major spins and you don't think you're gonna hit that $5,000 without being creative, then go with the personal version, right? Or go with the business version. If you already have $5,000 worth of expenses lined up, you have to buy something like some furniture or something like that anyways, then go with the business version. In terms of percentage earnings, now these are in the highest compared to our friends in the States, which by the way, if you're not yet subscribed, don't forget to subscribe for the video coming out later on next week on how to get US credit cards as a Canadian. Business version gives you 1 MR point for each dollar you spend on everything else and 2 MR points for 3 select merchants. And the personal version gives you 2 MR points per dollar spent on drugstores, groceries, gas, travel, and 1 MR point per dollar spent on everything else. Again, the worth of these points really depends on how you redeem them, but using the 2 cents per point formula, we can conclude about a 4% and a 2% in value, which is actually very good. I would say for business owners, the business one would be a winner if you find value in the 3 categories and you happen to shop at them a lot. And for regular people that want to apply for this card as a sole proprietor, I'll link the suppliers down in the description below. Some of the good suppliers that are for everyday people would be Petro-Canada, Best Buy, Microsoft, and my favorite Plastique. So for those that don't know, Plastique is a service that helps people pay off things using their credit card where they wouldn't normally be able to use their credit card. For example, pay for rent for a percentage fee, which in my opinion, it is worth it to consider using them if you need help going for that extra push to hit that minimum spend requirement for some really high sign-up bonuses. On top of that, the little extra MR point is just the added bonus for you. Now with that out of the way for the business version, it's only fair for me to mention some of the tricks you can, for you dedicated folks that want to earn that extra point. So what you can do is you can shop at places that do qualify for the 2 MR points per dollar spent for the places that don't. So what I mean by that is, for example, if you eat at a restaurant regularly, obviously restaurants won't qualify. So what you can do is you can buy gift cards at drugstores, grocery stores, gas stations for that restaurant that qualifies, and you would be basically getting a 2% extra return on these purchases. For those of you that don't care, I'm not going to be covering insurance, just take a quick look at their website. But just to give you a quick summary, basically the personal gold is going to be a little bit better in insurance than the business version, and the business version is more for business owners. In terms of applying, as far as I know, there's no real income requirement, so feel free to apply. And in terms of the business version, you can actually, like mentioned earlier, you can actually apply as a sole proprietor. So what that means is instead of the company name, just fill out your name and you're good to go there. So which card is right for you? Well, I really can't answer that. You will have to be the one answering that for yourself. If you're someone that thinks you can hit that $5,000 minimum spend really easily, at the same time find value in these categories, in the 3 categories, then the business gold would be pretty good for you. If you're looking to cut back on your spending, then the personal gold would be good for you because the $1,500 is really easy to hit over a span of 6 months if you get it in June. And it's just got a pretty good overall generic earning structure. For example, groceries, drugstores, gas stations, it's got a pretty good earning structure. So is now a good time to get them? Personally, I would say yes, because with the bonus extended from 3 months to 6 months, it really gives us that flexibility to cut back on our spending and still hitting that sign-up bonus requirement. Now, if you're watching this from the future, hello people from the future, this offer ends on June 30th, 2020, so I don't know what will be pushed out in the future, so whatever's out there at the time. And again, we all need a little reminder, a little tap on the back saying, hey, we get these credit cards to, maximize the rewards for the money we spend anyways. We don't want to spend any extra money or overspend just to hit that minimum spend requirement, because if you do that, then you're just letting the game play you. I really hope this video helps shed some light onto these cards for people that's just on the edge on deciding which card is right for you, or quite frankly, none of them are right for you, or this is just not the right time, right? So we're just here to educate everyone, and hopefully everyone had a great time. Really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please smash like and also subscribe and hit the bell notification for more videos coming out just like this one, uploading 2 to 3 times a week. I got some amazing stuff lined up for you guys next week. It's gonna be how to get US credit cards as Canadians, what to look out for, and generally the benefits and everything. It's gonna be the whole shabam, so make sure you subscribe for that. With that out of the way, also make sure to comment down below and let me know which card out of the 2 do you enjoy more, or do you think would be the right fit for you, and why. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.